Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. Wow, it's Thursday. Yes, that's right. No Wednesday of trade this day, this week. Wow, Thursday already, and then tomorrow's going to be Friday. This week has just flown right by me. Hopefully everybody out there enjoyed their day away from the markets. I saw some of you folks out there trading. You folks are crazy. Fans of the market, I will say that. Good morning to all of you. If you're with me here in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say good morning. Let's see who's with us here. We have Z Wheat, GC Wolf, Julius, Astro Nerd, Redberg, Silent NW, Scott Bro, Spaztrick, Tron, Mark, Big Sky, Stevie, Darren, Acumen, Davey, Edge, good morning, Helder, Strictly Trade Biz, Silent NW Part 2, Vinzen, Curran Dula, good morning, Sinapa, good morning, Joshua, Kenny, Bird, Davey Edge, Danielle, Ron, Veranormal, Ayrton, Kabod, good morning, Flyer, Jim, Richard, Itai, Urcon, Wally, Angel, good morning, Kirk, how you doing? TRR Trader, good morning, A-Trades, how you doing? Good morning, Trade Travel RN, Sharice Decline, how we doing out there? Good morning, everybody. Morning, Veranormal, Alex P, Liquid, McNasty, Hani, How to Be Tight, Mark, John, Invest to the Moon, Woo, MG Coffee, Dr. Purple 8, Ripper Trader, good morning. And wow, today is going to be an interesting day because we actually do have some real news that's going to be coming out here. Some real interesting news that should be a little bit of a market moving event. We have a lot of news that's actually going to be breaking right at 8:30, which by the way is about just under 30 minutes from where we are here and now. So what we're looking at here on the schedule for today is going to be, of course, it's Thursday, so we always do jobless claims on Thursday. We're going to get the continuing and initial jobless claims for Thursday. That's going to be kicking off at 8:30. But alongside of that, we are going to see the housing starts and building permits for May. So that's going to be a little bit lagging data, but it's going to at least give us a picture into the housing market and the U.S. housing market. I know that Canada was really concerned, especially when Tiff Macklem was talking about it, the governor of the Bank of Canada was talking about how important the housing market was to them and their interest rate decision. And so when they most recently dropped their interest rate by 25 basis points at the last meeting, which was, I think it was a day before the US FOMC, they were citing their main reason as their Canadian housing market. So let's see what happens with the building permits and housing starts for May for the U.S. And that's going to be out at 8:30 today. We also get the Philly Fed Business Outlook, which of course is important. It's going to give us a kind of read on everything that's going on. That's the read for June, of course. And then later on in the afternoon at 1 p.m., we are going to see the 5-year TIPS auction out of the Treasury. I had a day off, so I'm a little bit slow today, but we get the 5-year TIPS auction out from the Treasury today at 1 p.m. And that's the inflation protected security. So you're going to see whether or not, it's basically the real yield if you're investing in that. So we're going to see if people want to go into fixies or if people are going to continue to ride this rocket ship that has been the Magnificent 3, I guess, the Magnificent 1. NVIDIA is just going crazy here. NVIDIA, the most valuable company in the world, I think still, right? If I'm not mistaken, is NVIDIA still the most valuable in the world? I mean, it hit that benchmark, I think, on Monday or Tuesday. But let's just see here. I just want to have a gander at, let's just have a little look-see here. They're currently valued at $3.3 trillion. We have Apple stacking in at, let's see here. Apple is at $3.2 trillion, and then Microsoft in at $3.31 billion and trillion rather. $3.31 trillion and $3.33 trillion is NVIDIA. So, yes, NVIDIA is still the most valuable company in the world. Let's see if that can shake around today. If Microsoft is auctioning above 450s today, maybe that will change. But let's see how that shakes out. But NVIDIA has just been a safe haven for investors, and it's been really returning quite a bit. It's already up 3.5% this morning. What is Microsoft up right now? Microsoft is up. Oh, they're actually down 0.5%. So NVIDIA in the pre-market here up 3.5%. Apple down 1.1%. Is there anything else that's up? I guess it's just really NVIDIA out of the Mag 7 here is the only one that's up. Everything else is down just a touch here. So, yeah, we'll see if NVIDIA can carry the torch here. Rips, I took an overnight trade on NQ, set my stop loss, and take profit. To my surprise, I woke up passing 3 more combines. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, A-Trades. It's all about having that patience, putting it on and letting it work. Love to see that. Very, very nice trading there. Anybody have any trades on right now? I don't have any trades on myself. I have literally no trades on. I haven't taken any trades yet. You can see right here, $0 in trades. I haven't taken any trades yet. Go ahead and hit that lucky like button because we are going to do a poll at 500 likes and we will be doing a giveaway. I want to do a giveaway today at 1,000 likes. I think that's a fair benchmark day after the holiday here. Let me go ahead and turn down the temperature here. It's a little bit... it's warm today. It's very nice. It's been really, really great weather. What'd you folks do for your day off here? What did you folks do did anybody enjoy the day away from the markets here? Yeah, copper's pushing up here out of this gully. There you go. Copper futures. There you go. Julius is up $1,000. Love to see that. Lost a combine. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh no. It's freezing in Australia. Yeah, it's wintertime there, right? Wintertime in Australia. And then when it's wintertime here in the States, folks are doing your summertime there. Doesn't seem like a hallucination that the crack just goes up without repair for a week and a half. Oh, well, the markets can continue to do what they're going to do forever. And the more you try to make sense of it, the more that you're going to get snapped off. So don't try to make sense of it. There's really no point. You either get on board or you don't. And if you try to get in the way of it, you're going to lose your money. That's usually how these types of markets work out. Top Step reached 100,000 subs. Is there any surprise today? Not that I'm aware of, but congratulations. There you go. Congratulations to Top Step for hitting that 100K. We are close to hitting 20,000 subs here on the Market Clubhouse YouTube live stream. So if you folks if you're not subscribed already, it's about 1 in 5 of you folks that are tuning in right now that are not currently subscribed. If you click that button right down below, you click that bell notification, you'll get notified anytime we go live. So if there's a special midday stream, you'll get notified for that as well. Found out there's a dragon hibernating under Argentina. Well, go wake it up and see what it wants to do here. Let's see. 20K subs, we get that ab cam. I don't know if we could do that one. That's a big ask. Maybe at 100K we'll do that one. Hopefully a free reset. Well, maybe we'll see. I mean, I haven't heard anything coming out the news of Top Step. I'm sure Top Step TV first day back, 100K subs. Maybe they'll do something. We'll have to see, right? They said they would announce something a few days after reaching it. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Up 1,400 in my XFA first day. Thank you, silver. There you go. Let's see some silver futures here. What's going on in silver futures? Let's see. Boom, look at that. So I'm guessing that you took that to the long side, right? Oh my. This will be a brutal fall for this market with this straight up action. It may not be till 2025. Yeah, there's people that have been on Twitter calling for the crash since 2021. And there's still accounts that have been literally like every single day. They're like, all right, here it is coming. The S&P is going down to 2,000. You just wait. Yeah, I mean, sure, markets go up, markets go down. But generally speaking, markets tend to trend from the lower left to the upper right. That's markets in general, the stock market, U.S. stock market at least. So, yeah, I'm sure that we'll have a pullback at some time. But, yeah, just trade it as it lies. Who cares? I mean, it's just a number on the screen, right? Who really cares? Just trade it as it lies. It doesn't really matter. I got past combine waiting to get activated when I can afford it. I can't wait to make money. Hey, congratulations to you, Jordan. Way to go. It's not easy to pass those combines. The day the bears give up. Yeah, that's usually how it works. The days when finally every single bear on Twitter is like, all right, I'm flipping bullish. They're like, ha, ha, ha. And it's like a 3% crash. And yeah, they miss it. 4K plus gold whilst sleeping. Practice account, though. Still, I'll take it. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold futures. Yeah, there we go. Guessing you caught a little deposito there on that. What do you think about selling a limit, sell and limit buy just before the news comes? We did that before, Taha. And it's kind of like a bracket order. But, let me give you an example here. Let's say that let's pull up... let's get NQ in the mix over here since we're going to be talking about NQ. But let's just say that you have, I got to turn off my magnet here, but you have an order here and an order here. Well, the price action can go up, take you in, and then immediately stop you out. Or it can bring down here and then go right back up and stop you out. And, or you can get a congruent print where, you're short here and it goes and just goes straight down. And it's kind of a gamble, but it's your money. I'm not going to tell you how to spend it. Do whatever you want to do. it's definitely a strategy. I don't know if we can consider it a good strategy. It's definitely a very risky strategy. We've done it on stream here before, and you've seen both sides of it. You've seen where it's very, very profitable, and you've seen where it's really, really terrible. There's a long part. Nice there, Worthless Man. Nice. Change your name, by the way. Don't be calling yourself Worthless Man. I mean, that's self-deprecating. Don't put that energy out in the universe. Always pump yourself up. You always say you're just a regular dude on YouTube. You just want to say you're a great coach. Your news analysis and trading are so professional and has helped me tremendously. Thanks for the best. Wow, thank you, Will. That's so nice. Really appreciate you. Super, super nice. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. Yeah, it's like with anything, you know. And, you know, that's where it gets away from a lot of people, is that they get into trading because they see social media posts about the promises of riches and not realizing that if it's not some scammer out there, you know, it's taken them years and years and years to develop their skills to get to that point. Trading is the slowest get rich scheme on the planet, in my opinion. And for most people, it's get rich never. For 90% of the field that tries it, it's get rich never and end up in financial ruin always. And so for that reason, you should be trying to get into trading, not for the money, but for building the skill first. It's like if you wanted to be a plastic surgeon because there's so much money into it, you don't go to class for 1 week, grab a scalpel and say, all right, who's ready? You just want to pace your expectations. And I mean, the lower your expectations are for trading, the easier it is to learn, because you're not having that devil on your shoulder that's always like, we got to make some profit here. Let's get some money. So just relax, take it easy. It's the best way to approach trading. Take it easy, focus on honing your skills. If you hone your skills really, really well, if you build up your skill set really, really well, then the money will be there eventually. You just have to be patient and get to that point. It's not something where you're going to be pushing the envelope hot and fast and early. And yeah, some people, I mean, I would say like the earliest that I've seen truly successful traders, like 2-3 years of really grinding it out. And maybe there's some success in those first 2 or 3 years. Geez, what's on my mind? There's some success in the first 2 or 3 years, but you know, for the most part, you're looking for consistency here, and that's going to take years to develop there. So checking in from Mars. Well, good to see you using Starlink up there. Hopefully the connection is good. Hopefully there's not too much lag there. Putin at North Korea. When is Rips going to North Korea? Hopefully never. Never really been interested in that type of tourism, like extreme tourism. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the world right now. There's some warships off the coast of Florida. There's a lot going on in the world right now. Things are heating up because it's an election year. Why not? Let's have some fun. Let's have the threat of thermonuclear war on the table to get people out to the polls. Let's do it. We'll see what happens. By the way, I mean, the election is what? 5 months away. My goodness. Less than 5 months away. That's crazy. Ribs, when you start counting lows to form support, i.e. a low that happened at 1 a.m. or a low that happened at 8 a.m.? Well, you want to see multiple touches, right? So I would say that this is, where's the chart here? I got to chart my magnet, but this can be considered a low, but this is better because you have multiple touches on that low there. Or you can just go to a higher time frame, like a 1 hour here, and you can see, okay, where's the actual low? Well, it's going to be somewhere in this realm right here. So that's the low that you're tracing, or you're looking at a break of this low for that breakdown right there. So, I mean, that was a great setup if you're taking a short through that, because that's the most recent low essentially. But if you're targeting the next low, I mean, on the 1 hour, this is what you're looking at for your target right there. So hopefully that makes sense. Good morning, Mr. Energy. Yesterday morning, Ribs, definitely need to hear the sound of a cold pop in your... Good morning to you, Tate. Good to see you there. The market is done moving. It is not going to go anywhere any longer. All right, well, I got news for you. I don't think that's true. I think that it might continue to move. It's actually going to continue to move to the right. Whether it goes up and down, Lord only knows, right? The name was All in Fun, but I may need to change it. Any ideas? Well, go from worthless man to worthy man. How about that? Let's start there. Were you watching the Dakota stream last night? Oh, I was. Did someone walk in wearing nothing but a ribbon and some high heel shoes? Well, I wasn't at his house, so I really don't know, but it seemed from his reaction that he was having a pleasant evening. I will say that. Fun with Dakota last night. Yeah, I thought it was a good time. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. Let's get those likes up, folks. I want to get these likes up so we can do the poll quickly and then move on to giveaway town. We are at currently about 300 likes here. We got 1,200 people watching. So about only a quarter of you have hit that like button. Let's smash that like button, lickety split, get a poll going. And then the sooner we get that done, the sooner we can jump into some giveaways there. We will keep making new highs as long as Yellen and the stupid crew keeps injecting fake money into the market. Well, I mean, why not long it and get some of that free money? Why call it stupid money, right? If it's free money for the taking and all you have to do is press the buy button, why not hop aboard? Who cares how stupid it is, right? I made the biggest trade of my life was on something really stupid. My biggest trade of my life was on GameStop and playing options. I couldn't care less about the company. And this was stupid that it went up. So I'm not mad about it. That was my best trade of all time. Like, who cares if it's stupid? I mean, I feel like the people who get emotional about the markets are the ones who miss the biggest ships that are sailing away from them. Where if you just kind of turn off that part of your brain where you're going to have an emotional reaction, like there's so many people that I see out there that are like, the market shouldn't be going up like this. And it's like, well, who cares? What does it matter? Like, your opinion actually doesn't matter, right? Like, you're not going to get invited to the White House and they're going to say, excuse me, sir or madam, what do you actually think about the markets right now? Because your opinion actually really matters. And we're going to take that opinion into consideration, because if you think the markets right now are actually ridiculous, we're going to stop this train right now. Or you could be like, this is great. It's going straight up. This is ridiculous. I'm going to buy it, right? Like, people need to reframe their perspective on things, I think. And, this is not a shot at anything, but, who really cares? Who really cares? You're a trader, right? I mean, there's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop it, right? Oh, it's going to destroy so many things. Oh, well, you can't do anything about it, right? Who cares? You literally can't do anything about it. It's like, honestly, the way that I look at it is like this. You don't go into a movie and start watching the movie and the plot starts to take a plot twist and you stand up and you go, no, don't do that. Stop. Everybody stop watching this right now, right? You don't do that. It's a movie. It's already, you can't change the outcome of the movie, and you shouting at the screen makes you look like a ridiculous knucklehead. And in the same way, that's how I feel about all these people who are on Twitter and saying, this market is so stupid. It's like, well, guess what, sweetheart? You're not going to be able to do anything to change it, and nobody cares about you, so why not just buy it and pipe down? It's like, yeah, I've never understood the anger that people have about the market. It's like, guess what? You're never going to be able to change it. No matter how much you complain on your Twitter account with your 300 followers, you're never going to be able to change it. So either you can buck up and press the buy button, or if it's going down, you can press the sell button, or just pipe down because nobody cares. Oh, look, you got 1 like 3 Tuesdays ago. Isn't that cute? Nobody cares about you, Or you can try to get rich and just ride the trend, I don't know. I always think it's just so silly when people get commentary about like, you're not going to change it no matter how much you complain. It's like the people who go to parties like, oh, this is so ridiculous. Can you believe what's going on in the world? It's like, wait, are you running for Senate? Oh, you're not? Nobody knows what your name is? Isn't that funny? Who cares? People always have these weird opinions and like, it's just like, guess what? You're not going to do anything to change it. You're a nobody. Oh, goodness gracious. But anyway, let's get those likes up. Let's do a poll here. I'm not trading any of this yet. In 10 minutes, we will be trading the reaction on the news here. But there you go. People just want to live angry at one thing or another. Life's too freaking short. I agree with you. But yeah, it's the people who like they want to tell you like, oh, you don't understand. This is the biggest scam. It's like, okay, congrats. You understand it better than anybody. Now what? Did you make money on it? Did you do anything with it? Or are you just going to sit here with your little cocktail in your hand and complain about it? Oh, you don't understand what a scam it is. No, I'm telling you, if you looked into the data, you'd know it was a scam. And it's like, okay, and what? What are you doing about it? Are you making money on it? Because that's all I care about. It's like, God golly. You are the movie and your script matters. I'm glad you're, it's just funny. No, I get it. It is really stupid. But again, like, who cares? Who cares? You're not going to do anything to change it, right? You're never going to be able to do anything to change it. What percentages did you make on GME? I have to go back and check the screenshots, but it was a huge, monstrous trade. I put in 6 figures and I took out 7. So a very, very monstrous trade, best trade of my career. But it's not like I'm a trading genius. There's a lot of things that were going on at the time that you just, you pick a thing, you get very, very lucky. One of my most wealthy friends, he's a very smart person, but he picked a stock when he was younger and he kept on adding into that stock. And now he's amongst the top 10 shareholders of that stock. And he is never going to have to worry about money for probably his 10th grandchild's life. Like, he's done. He's set for life. And it's not that because he's a genius. I mean, he is a genius, but it's not because he knew that was going to happen. There's a risk in that. Everything in life bears a risk. And sometimes you get lucky in taking risks and sometimes you don't. If you take no risks in life, there will be no great rewards. And so I always am from the camp that you should take measured risks in your life. And then sometimes you take bigger risks than usual. And sometimes those risks pan out. And sometimes they do not. The people who are very risk averse their whole lives will end up being kind of on the straight and narrow. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I know plenty of people who are happy with the life where they want to eat cornflakes in the morning and put on some skim milk. And, oh, do you want to put some strawberries in? No strawberries for me. I like my cornflakes just like this, just how I like my life. Nice and bland, straight and narrow, right down the middle. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that. But, you know, there's some people who are like, you know what? Forget strawberries. I'm going to put some cayenne pepper on my cornflakes and get a little spicy in here. But yeah, I mean, everybody's different, right? We all have different types of risk management in our lives. And the people who take big risks can end up getting big rewards. And then there's people who take big risks and they get completely run over, right? Like Trevor Milton from Nikola, he took a big risk and he thought he could scam the whole world by rolling trucks downhill and being like, look, they're battery powered. And somebody was like, hold on a second. Those things are rolling downhill. And he's like, yeah, you got me. And now he's in prison for it. So yeah, there's people who take stupid risks. There's people who take bad risks. There's people who take good risks. There's people who take kind of middle of the road risks. But life is all about taking risk. And if you sit back and you are a spectator to your own movie, it's going to be pretty bland. You're going to look back when you're old and getting close to that grave and say, dang it, I wish I would have taken a couple more risks. I wish I would have had a little bit more flavor in my life. So don't be the person with the cornflakes and the skim milk. Add a little cayenne pepper and strawberries to your cornflakes in the morning. Make life a little bit exciting. You got one ride on this rocket ship, so why not make it fun, right? Cayenne pepper. Is the video out of sync? Is it? I don't know. Is it out of sync? Acumen, are you still having any kind of out of sync stuff going on over there? No regrets or no regrets. Oh, that's good. Yeah, at the time, you probably thought it was a smart move. I mean, that's crazy. If you are in the C-suite of a publicly traded company, I mean, I can't believe that nobody else in the C-suite, maybe one of them was a whistleblower or something, but I can't believe nobody else in the C-suite pointed that out and was like, hey, this is like a really bad idea. Like, we're lying to the public. This is terrible. I mean, if you're doing a private company, that's still like, you should 99.9999999% of the time, you should never do, like 100% of the time, you should never be doing it. Let's be honest. Like, there's no reason that you should ever be deceiving your customer base ever. But like, to do that with a public company is just like, that's next level. That's like, you're insane. And I can't believe he did that. So yeah, he did get away with like buying, I think like a 30-something million mansion on the lake in one of these states. I can't remember, but yeah, I don't think he really thought that through. I mean, just be like, we can't figure it out yet and we're working on it, you know, just kind of weird. I think it was in Utah. Yeah, the print's in 10 minutes. Anything to look out for? So we're looking at the jobless claims here. Initial claims are looking to come in at 235,000. The prior claim was 242,000, which was a hot print. And I think we got deceived on that last week's print. I think we got a little bit shaken up and shaken out there. Continuing claims at 1.8 million. The prior read was 1.82 million. So they're expecting jobless claims to cool. And remember, these are jobless claims, not job full claims. You know, this is people who are out of work. So the more people that are out of work, that's the better news for the Fed. So I don't know. Will we get a big reaction on this? We potentially could. It's interesting to see. We have a little bit lower volume right now across the board. We did have that flush in the NQ here, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I can get like a little scalp reaction on this print. If not, hey, that's fine. But that's what I'm going to be looking for, is a hotter print than 235 and 1.8 million. So 235 for the initial claims, 1.8 million for continuing claims. Housing starts and building permits, we're looking at 1.37 million for housing starts. That's 100,000 more than what it was last print. Building permits at 1.45 million versus 1.44 million. Again, 100,000 more. So we're looking for a slight uptick in the housing market. So if jobless claims came up and housing market and housing starts, building permits, if that all came in lower and jobless claims were up, I think that the market could rally on that. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, the Fed has been saying that the housing market is in a very precarious spot. So I just don't understand what it would take to get the market to rally some more. I mean, anything really, I guess, right? Anything is really making this market rally right now. So we'll have to see. Maybe there'll be a nice little afterglow that we can play on this print, but I'm not going into this print with hungry eyes. I mean, this whole week, I just don't really, I couldn't care less, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not really looking to make a bunch of money. I'm certainly not trading in my funded accounts right now. I couldn't care less. And I just would rather just take this week very casually, given that it's a wonky week. With a holiday smack dab in the middle of the week, I mean, if you're going into this week being like, this is going to be my best week of all time, I mean, you're a crazy person, but let's be honest. I'm going into this week with the least hungry eyes possible. So anything that I take off the top of this market is an absolute bonus there. So, all right, we are 67 likes away from doing a poll. I'd love to do a poll before we get this news print out. So let's see if we can do it here. Let's see if we can do it. Summer says, hey, Rips, was looking over the rules for Top Step and was wondering if you are allowed to play the news. Yes, you can do whatever you want. There's only one rule in Top Step. Don't hit your maximum daily loss limit. That's it. That's it. Trade the news, scalp like crazy. Obviously, you can't use like some weird scalping robot thing, and you can't send one account long and the other account short. Like there's obviously like the cheating part. Don't cheat. But as far as trading goes, trade any which way you want. You can stand on your head and trade a newsprint. You can use limit orders, bracket orders, whatever you want to do. But yeah, make it happen. Let's see it happen. Good luck to you, Summer. Good luck to you. Price action trading patience will show the direction. I agree with you, Trader Joe. Good morning. Good to see you. Fun Tasty John. Good morning. Can you do gold long and NQ short in the same account? Yes, of course. Absolutely. Stops up doing a 100K promo for hitting 100K subscribers. I have no idea. They haven't told me anything, so let's see. Less than 3 minutes till the print here. Going to turn on my hotkeys and see if we can get some nice little trades here on this print. Let's see. I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. Keep my sizing pretty small. I mean, the market did just flush, and we are kind of bouncing here where we had a little kerfuffleation. But well, let's see. NVIDIA is really the only one that's pumped up, so that means that we have other stocks that have room for recovery. Does the first payout usually take a little longer to transfer? Yeah, the first one took like 3 days for me, I think. Back in like August of 2023 when I got my first payout. I think it was like 3 days, but then after that, it's instant. It's like 12 to 24 hours. 48 hours is the longest, but I requested on a Friday one time. Hey, Rips, my trading buddies Bobby and Mike are in love with you. They're watching. What's up, Bobby? What's up, Mike? How you doing? Good to see you there. Nancy? Good morning to everybody. You're going to go to the sell side or the buy side? Well, I'll let you know when I see the print. Get my stream deck in my lap here. We're using our hotkeys as we always do. Right there. Hotkeys, baby. I mean, market's pumping up, so I don't know. It looks like as long as we reclaim these 300s with strength, we're probably going to go right back up because nothing can hold this market back. Nothing, I tell you. Good morning, G-Dubs. Good morning, Sarl. How do you take payouts? I try to gun for like every 2 to 3 weeks. That's usually the schedule I'm going for. But, you know, as you know, is like whenever I was on Top Step TV 2 times ago or a time ago, I lost 15 grand. So that put me back a little bit there. So got to bounce back from that. And I haven't traded any of my funded accounts this week. So we're just big chilling. Super, ultra, mega big chilling actually right now. Rips, I'm glad you don't work for Boeing. So suddenly one day you don't come missing. Yeah, if you ever hear me talk about Boeing, then you know what happened, right? Boeing's the greatest company in the world. Always fly on a Boeing jet. There you go. Said my piece. Always. Always, always, always. Kerfuffle spelled with a K. Here we go, folks. Less than 30 seconds. Let's see if we can nab a little alpha on this print here. Again, my eyes are the least hungry they can be. My eyes are very satiated right now. So let's see if we can catch a little reaction on. Wow, order book is emptied out. She gone. Let's see, let's see. Good luck, everybody. Okay, starts are lower. Building permits are... Claims are up slightly. Okay, so housing data is down and claims are up, so but ever so slightly. So that should be a good print for the market, but we've been faked out by this before. Very, very light reaction, but let's see if we can hold above these 300s for now. Watching. It wasn't a big print. I mean, obviously the reaction is showing us that, but I mean, that would be, like I said from the beginning of the print, that would be what I'm looking for a move to the north side, but we're not seeing a big reaction here, and it's kind of sweeping around with low liquidity. We have liquidity bands that are fastened about 10 points on either side, so I don't know if I want to jump in yet. Boy, we might have to be waiting here. Might have to be extra patient. No liquidity providers are turned on yet. There's very few. I mean, when I say no, there's very few. It's not a functioning market here. Like the spreads that are really being offered, we're talking about 10 to 15 point bands. And that's usually my key to be like, I could be patient. I could wait. Because usually it's not going to be congruent with what the newsprint was, right? There you go. So it's like market's going down, but I don't think it should. But who cares what I think? But I'm much better off not trading that print versus jumping into a trade and being right with the idea of the news, but wrong with the fact that we don't have liquidity in this market. So sitting on my bum with my hands covering my eyes. There you go. No reaction today. Going to be slow with intermediate drops in price. Okay. Like the analysis there. So continuing claims, that's the highest read we've sent since early March. So, I would think the market should boot, scoot, and rally on that. So let's see, can we get a fade down to like the 70s and then I can catch a bounce? Maybe that's a play. I don't know. We're through that little, we've made like a little trend down here. You know, we've had like this little trend that we were making. We kind of broke through that. So maybe it's just a little draw of liquidity before we go up higher. But the problem is that there's not a lot of liquidity right now. You see, we're moving on low liquidity, and I don't like to usually trade that unless I have a really good read on, you know, that if the print was a bigger print, I mean, it was slightly higher on the jobless claims, slightly lower on the housing reads. It's not a huge react. Like if we had like 1 million in the housing starts, not 1.3, or what did we get? 1.4. Let's see. What were the actual housing starts? 1.2. So if we got like 1 million flat, maybe I'd be interested in really jumping in. If I see liquidity start to dump into the market, then maybe. But you know, the thing about these types of markets, when we have lower liquidity, they don't have to do anything, right? The people who are providing the liquidity just can continue to be thin on the liquidity side, knowing that we have low participation right now, and they don't care because they're going to get the best price, right? If the majority of their liquidity is stacked, right? So you have to look at it like this. Let me go over to Trading View. If you look at it like in a thickness type of read, so like their thickest liquidity, let me turn off the magnet. The thickest liquidity is down here, and the thickest liquidity is up here. And then as you get closer to the price action, it becomes more and more sparse, right? So like if you have like, let's just use whole numbers. These are your 10 lots. These are your 50 lots. These are your 100 lots. These are your 1,000 lots. It really doesn't matter what happens in betwixt this area here. All they care about is fastening on the liquidity bands up here, if that makes sense. And that's making a market 101. So, I mean, that's why you see like, if you want to participate in this stuff, yeah, you have to be scalpy, you have to be quick, and you can be potentially right, but you have to stomach through a drawdown in that trade. So when we get a print that isn't congruent with the news and I'm seeing the liquidity backed off, that's a print generally I want to stay off of. So it is true, I don't actually trade every single news print that comes across the board. If it's not my flavor of ice cream and I don't like it, I'm going to lay off, just like we did there. I expected buyers to go test that high. Yeah, I mean, on a print like that, they should, but these liquidity providers, like I said, they got all the time in the world for this. They don't care, right? We're drilling right now. So actually, let's see if we can get something into the 70s here. I'm curious. We can get something pulling down into these 70s. That could be interesting. Right into that VWAP. I guess if NVIDIA rolls, then nothing really is propping up the market, but then we could see that bounce off the open from the other equities that are all kind of down between like 0.5 percentage point and a percentage point there. So we bounced literally right at the VWAP there. You can see that. We literally bounced directly on the VWAP right there. All roads lead to VWAP, right? All right, we have 2,000 people watching. Let's see if we can do a poll here. Smash that lucky like button. We need only, well, we got there already. But let's get it up to 1,000 likes. We'll do a giveaway at 1,000 likes. We'll do a free Top Step Combine there. All right, let's do a poll. Will the NQ end the day today above or below? And let's say, let's do 2,300. We did 2,200 last time. above, below. Okay, there we go, folks. Go ahead and vote in the poll. The votes are anonymous, so please vote with honesty here. What do you actually think? Because I want to get a temperature on the room here. Which VWAP do I use? Just the regular old VWAP right here. And these are my settings. You can come back and pause the video. I use the session and HLC3 for the source. There you go. Why not 30K? Well, that's going to come next week, Hoop. Next week, that's going to come. I don't know why my VWAP is showing very different locations. I'm not sure. I mean, my VWAP is what it is. It's just trying to hang out. Yeah, HLC3 is the one I use. Wow, I made 3 mistakes today, or logged into YouTube stream instead of Discord. Thought 829 was 830 and thought I was trade copying 12 accounts, was only trading 1. Might be a good reason to shut down for the day. Hey, that's indicative that it is the day after vacation. Sounds about right. That's usually what it is there. Top Step is slow this morning on combines. What do you mean, Dustin? On delivering them? Like if you've purchased combines, delivering them to your terminal? Is that what we're talking about? VWAP's at 304 for you? Interesting. Are you using HLC3? Gonna get it 76 in here. Summertime, right? Hey Rips, how do I trade 3 Trade-Evade accounts on TradingView? Is the Replicanto legal to use in Top Step? It is legal to use in Top Step. I use Replicanto for everything. Replicanto does work for Trade-Evade accounts. I don't know if it'll work for copying in TradingView. I'm not sure. I would check out their website, but here's the link if you ever want to use Replicanto right here. There's the link. How much more useful you find Bookmap over level 2? I think it's, it's different for everybody. Some people use Bookmap for a week and they go, this is a joke. I hate this thing. This is such a waste of my time, because it can be confusing. And you have to understand that the whole way that I found Bookmap was I was thinking about what I would want for a tool to read order flow. I was working out and I was envisioning this thing because I wanted to have a developer build it. And of course, when you think of an idea, whether it's a new business or a product or whatever the case, you Google for it. You see if it already exists out there, and then you see what is out there that's similar to it. And thankfully, exactly what I was thinking of existed in the form of Bookmap. And this is like, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And it used to be called X-Ray. Bookmap X-Ray is what it used to be called. And it just worked with the way that my brain perceives the market. But that's not the same for everybody. We're all different creatures, right? And Bookmap is terrible for a lot of people. And then for some people, it's a great tool. So will it be better for you? I don't know. But it's worth checking out, in my opinion. Go to the Bookmap YouTube channel. I think it's just youtube.com/bookmap. Check out their videos about it and see if it tickles your fancy. Because for most people, I think, well, for a lot of people, I will say it's probably just a bunch of noise. For me, I love it because I came from the background of reading a price ladder and reading the time and sales. And this kind of leaves behind that echo of the time and sales on a chart that I can perceive in the way that I used to kind of commit things to memory. So I'm colorblind. Bookmap won't work for me. I think they have a colorblind mode there, Wally. Pretty sure. Where you can do whatever the colorblind mode is. I can't remember which colors they use, like blue and something. Whatever it is. But yeah, they have a colorblind mode as far as I know. Why do you choose the delta bubbles dots over the volume? Because then I can see all of it, right? I don't want to only see, if I'm choosing the delta, then the bubble size is not going to be indicative of, it's just going to give me the delta of it versus I want to see how much volume was actually taken at that certain area. The delta will just, like, if it's an equal print, if it's an equal exchange around that area, then it's just going to be flat and I can't really tell how much volume was there. Like versus, right here, I can see there's a lot of volume being sold in. They were capping off that volume pretty heavily, and that's why we're kind of sending it down there. Short from 76, looking for 67.50. Nice. Very nice there. Good job there, G-Dub. What is your most profitable strategy on futures over the years? Momentum trading, reading the market and trading momentum, being very discretionary. But it's, if you look back at the most successful trades I have, they follow certain candle patterns. So it's like, like Dakota has 3-bar reversals. I have a couple like takeout candle, flat top breakout. And then, using our levels, like the MC levels, they're very, very important to me. But before I developed the formula that creates the MC levels, it was supply and resistance, support and resistance, supply and demand. And that's always what has worked for me. And I'm the person who will go into an area of heavy supply and then look for breakouts or breakdowns of that area. And, mean reversion, that type of thing. A lot of different strategies. But discretionary is king, in my opinion. You can learn all the strategies in the world, but you have to find the spot in your trading where your psychology is on point. You can read the market discretionarily well. Like, for instance, if you're just looking at face value and you're saying, well, if that print came in hotter, you should be taking that long. Look at you now. You're getting smoked. And that's where discretionary means everything. It's me being able to look at that order book and saying, wow, this looks like some hijinks going on in the order book. It's probably best for me to lay off of this print. And so I do. That's not something where it's like, well, if A equals B, then C. A plus B equals C, and then C plus D equals F. So, it's not one of those things where discretionary is king. I'm always going to say that. It's like when people ask, oh, if I join Clubhouse, am I going to be a better trader? It's like, no, probably not. But you can be surrounded by a bunch of people who all have the same kind of mission here, and we're all working to be better traders, and it's a great community of support to have. But I don't think that there's any course you can buy, any video that you can watch. It's time in the market, because even if you have the best strategy in the world, your psychology is going to get in the way. And it's going to pull you out of trades that you should be in, and it's going to keep you in bad trades that you should be out of. And that's a psychology thing. And this is why I say it's like the longest get rich slow, get rich very, very slow program, right? It's going to take a very long time for you to get good at trading. And folks who've been trading for a long time, they especially know that. And when you finally do get proficient at trading, it's a very rewarding thing. Compound effect. Yeah, it does compound. And I mean, the more that you experience the market, the more that you see certain patterns frame up, and the more you get those tingles and jingles going off in your dome, where it's like, oh, I've seen this before. I should react this way. And then it's like you do. And then, oh, I got my face ripped off. Okay, wait again. Oh, I've seen this react this way. Oh, got my face ripped off. And then finally something clicks where it's like you see this reaction. You're like, oh, I'm supposed to do this thing this time because it was so natural for me to do this thing. I'm going to try this thing this time. And then you do that thing and you're like, whoa, this is sweet. This works. And then you repeat that process over and over. That's trading. That's trading right there. Also, staying on demo too long is a mistake because all things you're really going to feel and go through doesn't happen. So get in there with micros or a small personal account early. I think even with combines, combines will give you some skin in the game without breaking the bank. I think that there's some people have too addictive of a personality when it comes to using their own money. So, maybe they put $500 into an account and they trade micros and then they lose that and they go, oh, whatever, I'm going to do it again. It was $500. I could do another 500. And then before you know it, they've done it 10 times. They're out $5,000 in the month when their budget should have only been like, $2,000 for trading or something like that. Who knows, right? Just using whole numbers. So I highly recommend trading on Top Step before anything, because you're getting skin in the game and you're doing it at a very cheap price, $49 for a combine. It's like, very, very cheap. So that's what I recommend. Then there's 10K in resets. Well, you have to practice self-control. If you don't have self-control, you're not going to be a good trader. Don't do 10K in resets. That's crazy town. I mean, they give you a practice account if you're out of the pocket trading the practice account. It's like, when I get the question, why are you trading your funded accounts? Well, because I don't need to. And I'm going to trade them when I'm feeling in the pocket. It's called self-control. It's called 10 years of experience, self-control. In the same way, like, if I wasn't doing streaming and I wasn't doing mentoring all day, well, then I would likely not even be trading this market right now. And I'd be enjoying the fruits of my labors from trading well early on in the year, right? I'd probably be backed away from this market. Or maybe I'd see some opportunity and say, hey, I'm going to trade it like Tuesday and Friday, and that's it. Everybody's different. But when you do this for long enough, you start to develop what works for you. Everybody's different. I have friends that are super successful in trading, and we don't trade anything alike, right? Nothing. And they have their own strategy. I have friends that will trade 3 to 4 times in an entire quarter, and that's it. And they'll crush it. They kill it. But they'll also have, they'll have a quarter where they're down like $2-3 million, and it's like, it's okay. First quarter did $6 million, so it's not a big deal. Hey, Nick for a tick, give it up. Nick for a tick in the building. Master the 50K with small size. If you're learning, you have to lose a crap ton and learn from it to become profitable. Trading is a very long journey, folks. I mean, I've been talking about it all morning here, but I don't know what it is. I don't know why everybody wants to rush this journey. The journey is the fun part. I mean, you get better and better every day if you're not rushing it. If you're gun to your head, like rushing it, I got to be better. I need to be the best trader in the world. It's like, no, it's not going to work. All that pressure, because then that pressure seeps in when you're trying to relax when you have a trade open. That's crazy town. Crazy town. People think like, oh, I'm going to be a profitable trader in a year. Maybe, but you're talking about like waking up one day and be like, I'm going to go join the NBA tomorrow. I got this. No, that's not how it works. Slow down. Ribs, can you talk a little bit about the volume we're seeing in this level? Do you think this is a covering position or building a new position on this pullback? Well, we're in a strange area, right? So let's just show you right here. We're tucked below a clubhouse level. We're below VWAP. We're in this kerfufflation right here, right? Keep on having the magnet on, but we're in this area right here. So this is a decent area where we've had a little bit of liquidity being traded, right here. We've had a little bit of liquidity being traded. And so we are kind of bouncing off of that for now, but is it a good area to go long from here? I don't know if that's going to be the case. The market right now is dead equity wise. So the NQ is just kind of doing its thing and just kind of blasting people around. So I think if anything, it's shaking out a lot of these longs that we had up here above that 303 level. And we're kind of just dunking that before we potentially make a leg higher. So is this the last stop? Well, we have a bunch of liquidity down here because look, if we bring this back a little bit, see how much liquidity comes out here? We had a lot of liquidity down here where the price action was comfortable. So for us to go back down in that area sometime in the next hour and 2 hours seems pretty likely to me, but we could easily reject. So I'm being patient. I'm waiting. I'd like to see interaction down here at 42 because that means that we've gone through 2 MC levels, and that means that it's pretty likely that we could see a reversal down there. And I think it's a cheap long down there versus here. If your risk reward is intact, yeah, take it. But I like more of being patient, and let's see what happens when the market opens. Keep in mind, we don't have any news at 9 a.m. The next piece of news that is coming out is going to be at 11, which is a 4 and 8 week bill auction. But the doozy of the day, that's at 11:30. I'm sorry. The doozy of the day is going to be at 1 p.m. That's going to be the tips auction. And that's the inflation protection. So you get to see if people think that it's worthwhile getting into you can call it the real yields, the true yields, inflation protection securities. Like it is what it is. So we'll have to see what the participation is there. If you feel a little uncomfortable in the market, that's when you avoid trading the main account for the day. I agree with you, Juan. And there's nothing stopping you from, trading that practice account. Nothing stopping you from that at all. Our Euro friends got a little too excited. Now they make it puke. Yeah, I like that analysis there. Would you say there's more success having longer term positions instead of day trading? I think day trading is much more difficult than investing. Investing, you don't have to pay attention to. You put in money, and historically speaking, investors have historically always made money in the U.S. stock market. Historically speaking, it's a fact. And so by that rule, we can say that day trading is much more difficult because you're caught up in these micro movements. For instance, let's go to like the daily chart here. I mean, if you show this to somebody who doesn't trade, right? You show them this chart. This is hilarious, by the way. This is just so absurd. You show them this, right? It's an easy game, right? You buy here or you buy here, and you're up here. But here's the thing, though. You can look at these markets in all different ways, and even on the daily, even if you're a buyer here, at some point you're taking red versus here. But then, if you're down here, you're never taking red, even if you're seeing this red leg here. But what does that say? So if we condense this down into micro movements, let's go down to like a 30-second chart. Let me try to show you my point here, but look at how much movement there is, how many micro movements there are in this chart. I mean, it's absolutely crazy that we're doing all of these moves. And so if you're a perfect day trader, you're short here, you're covering here, you're long, you're covering, you're short, you're covering, you're long, you're covering, you're short, right? So it's like, this is the perfect trade. You're going from here to here to here to here to here, etc. Will you do that? No, you won't. But what you can do is you can develop a style and a way to read the market that can at least give you something that, okay, I'm looking for a breakdown of this area here. I want to short that. And then on that repop, because it doesn't break above that, I'm reshorting here. And then you're covering right down here, right? So that's what we're looking for in day trading. Will you be more profitable day trading than investing? Well, it depends on how much time have you dedicated to day trading, and is it your style thing, right? Is it? Is it your thing? For some people, they don't want to be involved every day doing something. And for a lot of people, they just want to put their money in something and just let it work for them. It's like, would you rather be a property manager or a real estate owner, right? The day trader is the property manager that's checking in on the tenants every day. And the real estate owner is the investor that's just letting their positions work. Who do you want to be? It's all up to you. A good day trader can earn outsized returns by 100x over a long-term investor. Yeah, that's the thing. You're taking much more risk, but the more risk you take, the more rewards that you can receive. We talked about it sort of at the top of the call. So maybe that's not a good analogy talking about because I guess the property manager, I guess if the property manager is expanding their portfolio amongst tons of real estate investors, then there you go, right? Let's see here. 30-year T-bonds getting roasted, higher interest rates. Here we come. Hey, maybe. Let's see what happens for the 5-year tips, right? Let's see what happens with that. I'm curious to see. I think we actually hear from Barkin today, too, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure we hear from Barkin. So we have about 700 likes here, folks. If we get to 1,000, we will absolutely do a giveaway for a free Top Step Combine here. My VWAP across brokers has always been different. I just go with TradingView's VWAP. I like TradingView's VWAP. It's nice. Sup, Rips? Short one contract left from 2 at 353. Wow, nice. Low liquidity day, so using ES liquidity grab at 55.87 halves. Confluence. Nice, Mitch. Hey. Seems like a very solid plan you got going on there. Bargains at 4. I have him at 330. Maybe he changed. Let's see. When is Barkin yapping? Oh, he's at... Wait, they moved him to 1? What time zone am I in right now? What time zone is this? I don't want... Give me the right time zone here. All right, so let's see. He is yapping at... Oh, they moved him to 4. Why do I have him at 3:30? Those buggeroos. Oh, my. Missed 2 small cap trades. Small caps have been kind of garbage lately, no? Anybody been seeing success from small? Wow, look at that bounce, by the way. I should have been trading off of this chart. Yeah, so we came... this is the 30-second chart. Let's go to the 5-minute here. So we came to this... Oh, do the thing right. Here we go. We came to this area where we had that bottoming out. You remember we were talking about where do I think lows are on the market? Hey, that was a good analysis. That actually worked out. I should have taken the dang thing, but I didn't. But this was the area that was kind of bringing us. We were talking about lows. This was considerably a low, but this is the more confluential low, I guess you could call it. But yeah, we bounced off that low right now. I still want to wait for the market to have some proper liquidity put into it. We are getting some now. Ever since the print, we've had some liquidity turning on, but it still is kind of wonky to be taking a trade. It always seems a little off to me when you refer to Barkin as he, because when I hear the name, I always think of Ellen. That's funny. Have you done a recent poll to see what time zone everyone is? I haven't. But as soon as we get the likes up to 1,000, we're going to be doing a giveaway. Ribs, I've been trading small caps like Dakota Trades Futures. I've been doing well. No losing days so far, over 10 days. Nice work there, Justin. I didn't know there was still good opportunities in small caps in the last couple of weeks. I thought it was kind of dead, but I'm obviously wrong. What was it? Like MBio or something recently was a good one. MBIO, GME, AMC. Are you able to look at oil bookmap, huge size on bids, offers consistently? I don't have it up right now, and it would take me a second to load. It would slow things down. So if I have a 50K combine, my max loss per trade is 200. If my stop is 13 points away, I can only enter no more than 7 micros. I mean, if your max loss is $200 per trade, everybody's different, right? Just, start trading with one single micro and take it from there. Don't try to force yourself into a box, Have you done a recent poll? No, we haven't. You traded the 2000 tick chart ES earlier. Why did you train your trading style? It was a long time ago that I used a 2000 tick chart. I used a 100, a 333, 555, and I think 1000 and 2000. I'm pretty sure that's all. Kashkari's talking right now? No way. Hold on. No way. Did anybody see that one coming? Kashkari's talking? I mean, unless somebody's making that up, unless it's a prior headline. Where is he speaking? I stopped using a tick chart just because, I mean, Bookmap is essentially my tick chart now, right? So look, I want like 100 ticks. I can zoom in like that. I want to have like really micro like that. Look at this. There's my tick chart. There's my heartbeat of the market right there. It's thumping and pumping. Thank you, Spaztrick. That's perfect. I had no idea that Mr. Neil Kashkari was speaking today. Why is that not in any of my calendars? He's doing Q&A too? What is going on? Neil, what are you doing to us, buddy? He's not a voter, but he loves to move the markets. Everybody respects what he has to say. Still, a crazy person. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, now they show, I should have checked the new updated schedule. So he is speaking at a fireside chat before the Michigan Bankers Association. No media Q&A, audience Q&A expected. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Kind of want to short this now because he's talking. Last minute cash grab. He needs the cash. He's got to buy his daughter a new Ferrari for her Sweet 16. Come on. Are you a sneakerhead? I saw a post and it seemed like some heat in the background. Yeah, I used to collect a lot of sneakers. I got a lot of cool things. I collect a lot of cool stuff. And that's why I've been asking, should I do more behind the scenes stuff on Instagram? I don't know. I'm kind of waffling between it. I have some nice things. I have some fun stuff and it would be fun, I think, but I don't know. It might rub people the wrong way. I don't know. I'm kind of in between what I want to do with it, but we'll see. I definitely want to do like more Instagram stuff of like going to the strip and gambling and stuff like that. I don't know. For those Pac-Man kicks, no, they're like Day of the Dead lubes. They're nice. They're comfy. Don't do it, you'll get robbed. Well, thankfully, I have a couple rifles, couple handguns, and a beautiful... I got the John Wick shotgun, and it's open carry here, baby. So come and try me. You'll have to get through 2 gates to come and get me. And all the gate guards are armed, too. So come on down. Come on down and get some. I always tell my wife, like, I wish somebody would try to rob us. It'd be fun. What was it? It's like the KM shotgun. I got it all modded up. I got the thing that spits out the shells, like ejects them like high in the air. But yeah, it's the Kel-Tec. There you go. Yeah, there you go. It's the Kel-Tec. But I got it all dialed in. I got the mini slugs and I got the thick boys. I have them in rotation, so it's like one shot does the slug that will blast a hole in your chest, and the other one is like the buckshot, so it just ruins your face, gives you a bad time. And I rotate in between two. So I have it all set up for home defense. It's great. But not the dragon breath. I got the buckshot spread and then the deep, like the mini slugs that'll just literally put a hole in your, just this size of hole in your body. Spread you wide open. We'll say this, my allergies are kicking. Ribs candy striping. What's that? I got to look that up. What does candy striping mean? Let's see here. Candy striping. I've never heard that one before. Candy striping. What does that mean? Yeah, buck slug, buck slug. There you go. That's how we do it. Yeah, I know, but like you want to have the slugs. The slugs are great. If you ever shot those at a range, put a nice big old hole in the paper. Oh, is that? I didn't even know that. It's candy stripe. Okay. I didn't even know that's what it's called. I had no idea. I just know that that's the way I set up home defense right there. Best weapon is a baseball bat, hands down. Yeah, knock on wood. I've never had anything like that happen to me. Never. I don't think I've ever had a gun. I've had a knife pulled on me. I've never had a gun pulled on me. I had a knife pulled on me. That was good times. We'll tell those stories some other time. Maybe in person we'll tell those stories. Maybe when we do a meetup here in the beautiful area that we are. I've seen the Benellis. I'm not a big fan personally. I mean, I think they're overpriced for what you get. They're beautiful, but I feel like, you're going to run into problems. I want something that's always going to work. I know people are out there like, Kel-Tec, come on. Oh, they're going to have problems with that. I had I have, the showpiece guns, and then I have the functional guns, like the trusty Glocks, the trusty SIGs. I know John Wick prefers the Bernelli, but they're just get something functional. Get a Mossberg or something, right? I like them candy stripe on Urban Dictionary. I didn't know that's what it was called. I mean, it makes sense, kind of like a candy cane and, buck slug. Glocks are not my style. Why not? Glocks are nice. They always work. No matter what. You pull the trigger, it always goes bang. Hey, Ribs, maybe EU, any idea about this? Just making sure, do I need to be a citizen here in Canada before getting a payout? I'm originally from Philippines, though. I would reach out to support Joe Murray. You should be fine. Just get multiple. I do have multiple. I love guns. I'm a big... It's one of the reasons why I love being out of California now. Back to open carry, baby. Yeehaw! I love guns. Ribs is a candle from 10 a.m. yesterday, 4-hour order block. Let's see. Go to the 4-hour chart. Yeah, Mossberg's still kicking. Wow, look at this 4-hour candle right now that we're creating. Okay, so yesterday, 10 a.m. Let's see. This guy? No. Yeah, technically, yes. Well identified there. Hundo P, right there. There you go. Good looking, Christian. Give it up for Christian there. Good looking out, buddy. Yep, so that would be some interesting... Oh, I gotta show it. Yeah, I have... the SIGs, I think I have... I had... there's another place I live. I had a bathing suit SIG. It was like the little tiny... It was sweet. That thing was awesome. 9mm. I got one for my wife, too. Those things were freaking awesome. I ended up selling them, but... Well, I call it my bathing suit gun. I had a Desert Eagle as well. I had the Tiger Stripe Gold one. 50 cal. Thing was... Oh, man, that thing kicked like a cannon. I think I have a video of me shooting... whatever. I'll show that some other time, but... Yeah, I got rid of that one too. It was, you're not going to use it on somebody. You're going to take it to the range, but then it loses its luster because it's like literally the kick on that thing, 50 caliber is like a hand cannon. It's insane. Just the sound of a pump shotgun. Well, you should already have it racked. Don't not have one in the chamber. Always have your guns racked. That's the worst thing. If you have guns for home defense and you're not already racked, woo, you're wasting time, honey. Always have them racked. My wife's is always racked. The slide's always racked, cocked, ready to go. Yeah. Always. It's a great way to sleep at night. It's a great way to sleep. Was the news good or bad? It should be good for the market, in my opinion. Yeah, ain't the movies, exactly. Be ready to shoot. And if you're going to point a gun at somebody, you better be ready to pull that trigger. Don't ever point a gun at somebody unless you intend to shoot. And spends a lot of time at the range. Do a lot of range time. A lot of people buy guns and they never go to the range. Go to the dang range. What are you thinking? Go to the dang range. It should be second nature. You should know exactly what you could do. Get a nice range instructor who will teach you how to do, tactical reloads, all that stuff. One-handed reloads. You're carrying a baby, rack it on your rack the slide on your leg. Go to the range. Get some range time. Racked and stacked, your game is only as good as your amount of stacked mags. Yeah, always have an extra one. There you go. People who carry with a non-chambered gun is comical. What's the point, right? What's the point? Like, I'm going to scare... Oh, I'm dead. Like, imagine pulling a gun that's not chambered. Like, what are you doing? What's the point? You're going to die. That's a quick way to meet your maker. Like people who think like guns are toys and all that stuff, like it's not a toy. It's a life-saving tool. It's a tool to save your life if you're in that situation. You should never be pulling guns on people. You should never joke about them. Bring them to the range if you ever want to fire them, and then hope to God that you never have to fire one in your life. Period. End of story. There you go. Love those movies where two people stand there putting in. That's not how it works in real life. How long does it usually take for combines to show up? Usually it's like within 10 minutes, but if they're backed up, they might have an issue. Reach out to support there. A 410 Judge pistol, you do not even have to be accurate. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing for the 50 cal, but I would never want to have a 50 cal in that situation. I'm a simple man. I want a 45 caliber. That's it. If I'm talking about a handgun, I need stopping power. I need a 45. That's it. Never use a 9 because if somebody's jacked up on meth, you're going to have to go through a full mag dump to stop them. Yeah, 50 cal is overkill. Yeah, 50 cal is like $2.50 a round. It's crazy. Yeah, we're talking guns. Sorry, we're keeping it. We're talking America in here. What's wrong with a 45? We're going to talk smack about 45s now? Come on. Best stopping power comes around that hits the target. Yeah, unless, sometimes 9s can be a pea shooter, somebody who's jacked up on amphetamines. You never know, right? Yeah, 45 is the best, right? ACP, baby, all the way. ACP, all the way. 338 is $5 a round. Oh my goodness gracious! I don't create my own rounds. No, I've had friends that do it. I just never was interested in it. So Cash Car, are you interested in? What are you interested in, Buckaroo? How frequent is home invasions? Not very frequent where I live. Never where I live, and never where I used to live. But it's always good to have that peace of mind, I suppose. Where I grew up, as a child, yeah. Actually, you know what? I actually had somebody try to break into my folks' home when I was very young, and that's probably what sparked my interest in protecting myself. That wasn't fun. Want to see how long the meth brain works after a couple of knocking off? Always go for center mass. If you're aiming for the head, I mean, if you're in that situation, go for center mass. Don't be going for headshots. You're not John Wick. You're trying to survive. Center mass only. Come on. Looking very lean. I've been trying, cutting down. We're just hit below 12%. Yeehaw. Very stoked on that. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Yeah, in a perfect world. Mag dump center mass. There you go. Just mag dump center mass. 9mm for the husband, 20 gauge with a 7/4 shot for the wife. There you go. Yeah. That's how you catch a charge even here in Texas. Yeah, no. Obviously, you're not doing a mag dump. It's a joke. I'm kidding. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I posted that on Instagram stories last night. Hit 11.9% as of yesterday. Not in Texas, but I'm in another freedom state. We love our freedom here. Open carry all the way. You measure it with a watch? No, I have an Omron reader. I posted it on my story. Are you not on Instagram, dude? Come on. What are you doing? Get on Instagram, buddy. That's where the party's at. Why would you want open carry for concealed? I take what I can get. I came from California where it's like you get nothing. California is the state where if you go in anywhere with your gun, you have to put your ammo in a locked case in your trunk, and then like your gun with a lock in it with the slide cocked back in another locked case. It's like, okay. That makes sense, because when the bad guys come, hold on, give me a second. I got to get my key for my ammo here. Hold on a second. Let me get this unlocked. Hold on, I got to get the key for my slide lock here. Get that unlocked. Hold on, let me load up the mag here. Got to load up the mag. Give me a second. Just don't know. I see you're pointing a gun at me. Hold on 1 second. Got to load up the mag. Okay, and then slide back. All right, we're ready to go here. Like, yeah, what is the point? Completely ridiculous. You saw a pic of the watch? Oh, you didn't watch all the stories. Oh, come on. Come on. Let me send you a link to which one it is if you're interested in getting it for yourself. It's the Omron. The old Omron here. Here it is. Let me send you a link for it. It's great. I've had this. I think I bought this thing back in 2016 is when I bought this thing. This thing is awesome. Walk into Walmart, get shot. Everybody thinks it's like that. It's not. It's all about just protection. Better yet, keep it down at the station for you until you need it. Yeah. Hold on, I'm calling the station. Hey, you still got my piece, right? So yeah, Omron has the fat loss monitor here. It's this one right here. There you go. You could check it out. Yeah, I still don't want to take anything until the open here, and we'll see if we can still take anything from it. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Amen, CL. You said it. Like I said, God bless you if you ever have to be the person who pulls the trigger, but thank God you had it when you had it, right? I hope to God that I never have to ever point a gun at anybody. I have no desire to have that happen. Absolutely zero desire. But you want to have the tools to protect yourself. It's your life or somebody else's, right? What's my daily driver? Now we're getting to the cars discussion. I don't know if I want to go there yet. Again, that might. I think how we're doing things without revealing too much can get people will get upset. I think. We're chill. I'm just a dude. I'm just a guy. Doing my thing. Oh, goodness. Maybe we'll do more of that kind of stuff on Instagram. We'll see. Just the brand. I think even the brand would upset people. I've been trading for 10 years. I don't know. Flexing gets people really, really upset. I really think it does. And I think that we have a great group here without all the flexing. By the way, if we get it up to 144 more likes, and we will do a giveaway for a free Top Step Combine. Definitely not a BMW. Had BMWs. That's not my daily, though. Trying to catch you slipping. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If there's a benefit or if people enjoy it, maybe I'll start pulling back the curtain more, but I've worked very, very hard in my life. I've been very blessed by the Lord, and I've had a very blessed life. I will say that. I've lived a very blessed life. I'm thankful to God every single day for Him blessing me with the opportunities that He's given me throughout my years, and that's all I'll say. Very fortunate. Rips in Dakota out there with Spoon Motor Civic. There you go. There you go. I used to, I don't ride bikes anymore. I used to ride bikes. My last Harley was a Fat Boy, and last sport bike was a Duck. So I used to enjoy riding bikes, but it's not worth it. The risk reward isn't there anymore. When you're a younger man, I think you don't really have that risk reward thing figured out. But, when you get to be my age, you just kind of got to hang it up at some point. You get adrenaline from other things. Look at this. We are coming down here. We're coming down. Has anyone ever told you you look like Trevor? I don't know who Trevor is, but hey, must be a very decent fella there. We all know he's going to race wars. Yeah, got my S2000. Wasn't that the hot car in Race Wars in that part of the original Fast and Furious? Wasn't it an S2K that the guy was running? I can't remember now. Trevor from GTA. Let's see. I look like Trevor from GTA. Trevor from GTA. Let's see. Yeah, identical. Wow. Spot on. Yeah, you nailed that. That's probably the closest I've ever looked to anybody in my life right there. You might be tuned into the wrong stream. I think that looks like the number 2 YouTube streamer in my opinion. Yeah, looks more like the number 2 streamer. I think it's a lot closer to the number 2 streamer than the number 1 streamer. Oh, it's good stuff. Markets are opening here in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes here. 15 short minutes. And we are we're less than 100 likes away if we want to do a Top Step free combine. All we ask is that you light a fire in the market. Let's do it. I'm excited. Let's light a fire today. Oh, I've heard that one. Olivier Giroud. Yeah, that one I think is more accurate here. Don't do Trevor like that. Oh, that's a good one. That's funny. Oh, that was a good one. Only ride my Harley where there's no traffic to the beach at night is a favorite here in Florida. There you go. I mean, that's the times when you can ride it. I don't know. I sold my Harley probably like 3 or 4 years ago. What year? 24? When did I sell my Harley? Well, like 5 years ago now, 5 or 6 years ago. But yeah, I miss it. It's not that I don't want to ride. It's just that every single one of my buddies who rides, all of them have been in an accident. One of my buddies most recently, he broke his leg. Somebody just ran a stop sign and blasted into him. He's riding slow. He's on his Harley. And you can't control that. You know, it sucks. I love riding, but I hate the fact that there's other drivers on the road. It sucks. Passed 6 combines 2 days ago, activated only 2 to XFA, so time to get this bag. Good luck to you, future wealth. Let's get it. Snowbirds and bikes don't get along in the desert, yeah. Never owned a Miata. No, never had a Miata before. Not a Miata guy. Yeah, I mean, bikes are super dangerous. The things I used to do on a sport bike, it's just like, I think about it, I get anxiety thinking about it, the stuff I used to do on a sport bike. Anxiety-inducing thoughts when you think about the stuff you used to do. 50 years of riding, no accidents. Nice. God bless you. That's a rarity out there. Knock on wood. Thank your lucky stars. Rebs drives a Mini Cooper. Never had a Mini Cooper. Yeah, not my thing. I think what was the movie that popularized those? Italian Job, right? Was that Mini Coopers in that movie? Too much intrusive thoughts when on a bike. I mean, it's the best view, right? Best view in the world because you don't have that dashboard in front of you. You can get the full view. I love riding bikes. Just wish you could know, like, I would have so many bikes if you could guarantee, if there was some kind of thing you could guarantee, if they always are trying to make those airbags and everything. Even if you wear leathers, it doesn't matter, right? It still doesn't matter. You're always running that risk. And I've just seen so many of my friends get caught up in it where they have really bad injuries. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to just not have to do it, you know? Thoughts on open direction? I would love to see us auction down into this lower band of liquidity that is sticking out like a sore thumb right here. And I'd love to see us kind of bounce off that midpoint and go higher. But if the equities are rolling this morning, then we'll turn this into a breaker block. And then we could use that as confluence to take that bounce back in and short. The wind in your hair, the hair in your face, yeah. Best view on the bike with mosquitoes on the teeth, yeah. Just don't smile. I always would have a bandana too. I would always be riding with a bandana on my Harley. I always put a bandana over my face. Occasional bee on the cheek. They call bikers kidney donors where I'm from. Yeah, it's a sad thing. I love riding. Love it. Lick your teeth if you want a snack. There you go. With your Caltech over your shoulder. Yeah. There's folks out there that do ride strapped like that. Get a knife in your boot. You got your sidearm on your leg and a Caltech strung over your back. There you go. View on the ES. Let's have a gander, shall we? Oh, that's WS. Can't type over here. Same deal. Coming into this area of liquidity. I mean, there's a lot more down here, obviously, but if we subtract that liquidity from the view, you'll see this should be perking up here. Wait for it. There you go. That band of liquidity is where I think the price action wants to serve. Now, if all of the Mag 7 equities are rolling over, we'll break through that and we'll entertain. Watch this. There you go. Right there. That area of liquidity is where I think that we want to go. Dirt bikes, never been a dirt biker myself. Ridden them, but not well. Never done any jumps or anything. But no. Definitely a Prius? Nah, not a Prius guy either. I do like hybrids, if that gives you a little hint on anything. I do like certain hybrids. That's probably too much of a hint, but yeah. Not a Prius guy, but definitely want to save the environment. Drive a hybrid. Rips, it's funny that futures YouTubers are legitimately threatened by you because you're getting the same amount of live stream viewers they're getting after years of being on YouTube. I know, right? It's crazy. Ferrari, Phil, get out of here. Drag racing in a Prius. There you go. Herbs drives the AMG. Hey. Audi e-tron GT. Yeah, you never know. Something It's something. It's got 4 wheels. It's got 4 wheels. I will say that. It's got 4 wheels. 3 AR-15, 1 chambered 7.62. Nice. 7.62s are great rounds. Are we looking for anything in particular? Well, on the NQ, this is what I'm looking for. I'd like to see the price action entertained into the midpoint here. I'd like to see this. Somewhere in here. Let's work out a little bit of risk reward here from the long side. Targeting here originally. I mean, shoot, you could take a stop all the way to down here if you wanted to. Risking 30 points to make 50. That seems like a decent trade. Something like that, you know. To the downside, we can let that just blow through. The Mag 7 is going to tell me everything I need to know. Why don't you ride a Lambo and McLaren? I used to have that stuff. Maybe I got better stuff now. I think Lambos are good for a younger man, you know. Unless you're getting a Revuelto. That's fair. Get a Revuelto. Still wouldn't be faster than stuff, but, you know. Revueltos are okay. They're okay. They still don't beat certain cars out there, so. But yeah, you know, Huracans that's a starter Lambo. I've had those in my younger years. They're fun. They're fun when you're younger. It's a fun thing to have. Pagattis are nice. Yeah, Pagattis are nice. How many screens do we got? We got 3. Got a 57-inch super ultra wide, 49-inch super ultra wide, and 32-inch 4K over here. SVJs are okay. They're kind of go see a chiropractor after you're done with them. Loxy, all right. Enjoy your golfing round there. Spectres are nice too. They're chunky. All electric. Resvani Vengeance. I've heard of Resvani before, but I don't know if I'm familiar with the Vengeance. No. Never had a Diablo. Nope, never had a Diablo. A Bugatti. I'm not trading the Junes. I'm trading Septembers. Junes expire tomorrow. We are in the Septembers. You know, the next one that I like to get is the, gosh, I always forget the name. Rimac. Is it Rimac Nevera? Is that what I'm thinking of? Rimac Nevera. I think that's what I'm looking at for the Rimac. Those are nice. Yeah, those are fun. Those are cool. I'm going to grab a cocktail real quick. Yeah, Remax are nice. They're fast. What is it? 2,000 horsepower, right? Is it 2,000 horsepower on the Nevera? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Am I wrong on that? Is it 2,000 horsepower on the Nevera? McMurdy Sperling. Wow, 1.4 seconds. That's crazy. Yeah, okay, yeah. It is that one then. Okay, yeah. No, yeah, you never know. You never know. Maybe we'll end up showing some cars or something. I don't know. That's never really been my thing. But we'll see. Is that a frog behind you? Oh, that thing? I don't know what it is. I think it's it's a green fox. The Vengeance comes with a gun save in it. That's awesome. Into any classic cars, I want to get an Eleanor rebuild. They'll set you back about $550 or so. So, got to really commit to it. You got to really love it. I used to have, I used to really go in on cars. Used to have a lot of them. Tried to trim it down now. Like under 5 is usually a good number. Any more than that is just kind of absurd. Like 3 to 5 is a sweet spot in my opinion. New battle station. I love it here. Love it here. We'll do. One day you're going to tune in to Instagram. You're going to see like 100 stories and then it's never going to stop. I'm just going to be that guy. Yeah. Eleanor restaurant mod. Exactly right. I'm going to get sued for it. What if I could get sued for? For what? Been thinking about a VW ID4 to go with my MK6 GTI. It's a sweet ride. There you go. Surfing or hiking? Hiking. I think that, you know what you can do better than surfing is riding a boosted board. It's like surfing, but you don't have to paddle for waves and you can carve it up just the same. I like riding my boosted board more than I like surfing now because you don't have to wait for waves. Boosted boards are freaking awesome. And if you're carving, right? If you're carving it up, they're really fun. You got to carve it. Oh, the owners have IP on Eleanor? Well, I mean, there's a group that's, I mean, this restaurant rod group that sells them. I've been looking at them, but never pulled the trigger. You have to commit to it, you know? You really have to commit to it. Talk about the hydrofoil. No, I mean, those are fun too. I mean, I had one out back when I was living somewhere else. I had one of those. Those are fun. Electro hydrofoil, those are fun. But I like my boosted board on the land is nice. I lived in a beautiful area where, you know, great surf, great hydrofoiling, great everything. And did all that stuff out there, but then I just defaulted to always riding my boosted board. I love that the most. Riding the scooter through the mall, I don't think so. Not me. What do you think of the Fast and Furious movies? I love the first one. I mean, they're fun. Fast and Furious, it's popcorn flicks, right? They're fun. Don't take them seriously. Not watching a documentary, right? To be an official Eleanor, they charge you $100K for a badge and a couple toys. Interesting. Yeah, maybe that's why the prices are so inflated. The ones that I was looking at, they're like starting at $440 and they went up to like $680. Crazy. I will definitely say this. Rips is the best YouTube trader. Thanks, Billy. This one is visible range volume profile right here. You can go back, pause the video. Here's my settings. Bingo, bango. Pause, pause, pause. There you go. All right, we are less than 3 minutes from the opening here. Ever good kite surfing out there? Maybe, Tate. Maybe. Quite possibly. Gone in 60 seconds sounds like my paycheck. Stop it. Get out of here. Come on. We are 25 likes away from doing a giveaway, so we'll trade this open here. See what happens. It's looking like things want to go flushacito down, especially NVIDIA. I guess profit taking on NVIDIA from the gap. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. 2 minutes to go, folks. Mess up going long this morning. At least it was on minis. Hey, there you go. Well, micros, I'm assuming, right? Classic recreations. Maybe that's who I'm looking at. I think they have. I'll send the website. Promo stuff equals next week. Thank you for sharing that, Spaztrick. Thank you. Liquidity band still at the low 40s. Yeah, oh yeah. Dang it, I gotta pee right now too. Maybe I can miss the opening and take a leak. That's probably what I should do. And just miss the opening print. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back in 2 seconds here. And we're back. I feel like I didn't miss anything. I feel like we sidestepped a little wiggle here, even though it looks like well, no, I won't say all of them, but equities are wiggling. Amazon up, Google up, the rest of them are down. Nvidia, a little profit taken here. Let's see how high this wants to bounce. See if there's anything that we can short into potentially here. Just pee your pants. Why not? Let's go for it. Oh, I don't like this right now. This is gross. Gross liquidity here. See if we reject off of these 58s or so. Somebody's selling it, but somebody's also buying it back up. Microsoft's rolling. Okay, Nvidia's starting to roll here. Okay, we're at the midpoint of that block. And they're buying it up a little bit. Hold on, I want to see this bounce. I might just have to jump in. Yeah, I got to take that actually. Yep, taking that short. See if we have a little bit of a bounce here that I can add into. No bounce, adding into that. A little bounce there at 22s. See how heavy this bounce is here. We went right to the bottom of that block. Adding into that. And boom, out. Woo! Hot stuff. Hot potato. All right, so we are going to be, what are we up on that one? $1,800. Anybody else catch that flushacito there? They're coming down hot and heavy. Just want to get something on the board there. Mom, the NQ's drunk again. Oh my goodness. Awesome stuff. Nice little scalp to the downside there. So we actually broke through that. So this could become a breaker block depending on if the 15-minute bar closes below that. But this is the bounce I'm trying to avoid right here. I want to get out of that position all out in one order. Right? We did that little scalp add there. You can see right there. Did that last little scalpy bit before we got out. Added 2 more contracts right there and just we're out because I want to avoid that bounce. I don't know when it's coming, but I know it's coming. All right? Nice. Ferrari Phil caught it. Discount got it. Charlie got it. Nice. There you go. Nice Traders Ribs. That's me also on that Asia sweep. Nice Mitch. There you go. Got a little bit for you and a little bit out afterwards. Pretty close. Nice work there, Thomas. Ribs, so many people say not to trade the first 15 minutes, but I'm always making money doing so. Let me know. Do whatever works for you. Don't listen to anybody else. Back test and do what works for you. The Mag 7 is selling, but Meta's now bouncing, so it's kind of keeping me out of here. Google bouncing too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I might just want to do the giveaway and then go trade in the Discord, to be honest. That's kind of where my head's at right now. Got it. Vale got it. Nice. All my profits in practice. That's okay. Practice means practice. You're doing something, right? Cut off Hogue's opening range trade. Nice. King Crunchy. There you go. Good stuff. 400 on that drop for NTX Mike. Sweet. Love it. Austin got for $350. Yo, there we go. I don't know. It's too tricky for me to trust. I don't like this. The way that the market's been trapping shorts like this, I don't know if I like this for... If it's not this market that we're in right now, I would be all in. But the fact that Google and Amazon are bouncing the way that they are and NVIDIA's not rolling at that point that I wanted it to roll, that's kind of what got me out of the trade. So I'm happy to be hands off. Let's do a giveaway. Let's just do a giveaway real quick and then I'll be out of your hair for the day and we'll be back on Friday. So let's do a giveaway real quick. We'll finish the trading here. But let's do a giveaway really, really quick here. Nice. Look at that. 200s are testing here. Coming down heavily. This is the area of liquidity that we're watching for that lower area of liquidity. If we actually break down into that area, congrats to anybody still holding this short. Little pullback from Google, little pullback from Amazon here. Let's end the poll. I forgot to end the poll here. Very, very nice. So 39%. So yeah, a split decision. And again, that's a good reason for me to not be too heavy in any trades here. All right, so let's do channel member luck is pumped up. We'll do a keyword. Keyword's going to be... This is also my favorite comedy troupe right now on YouTube. But it's also indicative of what day it is. Here it is, folks. Boom. Almost Friday is the keyword. Almost Friday. It is. If you haven't seen them on YouTube, they are incredible filmmakers. Hilarious folks. Almost Friday is the keyword. Type that in, and you can win a free Top Step Combine just for you. It's not a discount. It's not a sale. It's not a free reset. No, it's a full-fledged Top Step Combine ready to go, ready for you to turn into an XFA and take some payouts. Let's get it. Come on down. Type that into YouTube chat. That's the only place you need to type it. You don't have to DM it to me or anything. Just type that in the YouTube chat to be eligible. Channel members are going to get 10 times more the luck right there. You can see like Arrow Squad's a channel member. Who else we got here? We got Christopher, channel member. We got Davey Edge. We got Ferrari Phil, Fun Tasty John. Those are the channel members that are going to get 10x the luck. So just type it in one single time. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and on Twitter. It's @SellingRips. You follow me there. That's how you get into the giveaway. That's it. Type in the keyword and we'll wrap this puppy dogger up in about, let's say, maybe 80 more entrants here. Then we're going to continue to trade on the old Discord. See if you can catch any alpha there. Boy, these accounts are actually very close to passing. I just looked at that. There's a group of 6 that I've been trading. Look at that. We are, what is it, $2,000 away from passing. Sweet. Hey, how about that? Yeah, Almost Friday on YouTube is great. Yeah, if you've never watched them, they're awesome. They're great. Dakota called 20,200. That's why they call him Dakota, friend. He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT of goats. It's funny, you know he's a GOAT when people are like shocked when he actually has like a losing trade. They're like, wait, what do you mean he lost a trade? That's how you know he's the GOAT. People are like literally like floored when they see him have one losing trade. It's like, what is happening? What world are we in? Dakota doesn't lose. Because he doesn't. One of the best. He is just the best. I love him. All right, folks. We got 376 people eligible for the giveaway. I'll do it in 30 seconds here. 30 seconds left until you can get those entries in. Just type in Almost Friday one time. We'll roll it here. When you win the giveaway, make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter. And then just type in your username on Instagram or Twitter to me in the chat box here when I call your name. Just type it to me. Just say, hey, my username is SellingRips. No @ symbol. And that's on Instagram. And then I'll go check if you're following me. If you are, you win the giveaway. I'll send you a message and give you a coupon code for that free Top Step Combine. Alrighty, folks. Here we go. Right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling. Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. You've won. Which platform are you on, Mr. Michael Jones? Michael Jones and me. Hey, what's up? How are you? Let's see. What platform are you on? Just type in your username and I can find you, see if you're following me. Come on down. Financial map. Let's see. Twitter or Instagram, my friend. Maybe it's both. Both. Sweet. Let's see. Here we go. See that, folks? That's how you claim the giveaway right there. Hey, thank you, Michael Jones. You do follow me. Congratulations. Okay, congrats. Free combine. Please. There you go. Just wrote out the entire text of War of the Worlds right there. Typed it out. There you go. Beautiful. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Congratulations to Michael Jones. Give it up for Michael Jones. Headshot. Nice work there, Michael Jones. Congratulations. Make sure you check your Twitter DMs and make sure that you're talking to me at the checkbox. I just messaged you. And so, yeah, check your Twitter DMs. That's where I am. Don't respond to anybody else. It's like, hey, how's your trading going? Hey, got this new crypto bot. By the way, there's a ton of scammers popping up on Instagram and on Twitter. I'm never going to message you. I don't have a trading bot. I'm not interested in your money. I don't want your Bitcoins. I'm never going to do anything crypto related ever, ever, ever. So please just stay away from those scammers. It ain't me. It's never going to be me. I'm sorry. So if you see like, oh, wow, Rips requested to follow me or he's following me now, it's just not me. I'm sorry. So, all right, everybody, we're locking it up $1,894 and 20 whole cents. I'll see you folks tomorrow for our Friday. And Discord folks, don't go anywhere. I'll see you soon.